Hey, good morning. Thanks for coming to my morning posture work number 3. Today, I really want to work on my neck. I'm going to put my hands on the wall with my arms straight and my feet right under my hips and shoulders. Fingers spread, shoulders together, and I'm going to turn my elbows up and down. Try to keep your arms absolutely straight to make sure that all of the motion is being driven by your shoulder blades. It might be a very small and subtle movement for you, but whatever you can do with your fingers very still and firm on the wall and your arms straight is perfectly great. And I'll do about 20. And then I'm going to turn sideways, leave my left hand on the wall. Try to get myself lined up perfectly perpendicular. And then you should feel a little bit of intensity build in your fingertips, wrists, maybe your bicep. And just try and relax your shoulder. Don't let your body twist out of position. And if it doesn't feel that intense for you, you can turn your elbow in this position also. Or you can just leave it on the wall. That's perfectly fine. And then bring your right hand back to the wall and turn the opposite direction, do the same thing. Make sure you set up perpendicular, feet are straight, hips are straight, very upright, palm is flat, arm is straight, relaxing the shoulder. And then optionally twist your elbow, driving a little bit of movement into the shoulder blade. This is a really interesting stretch because it causes all the nerves in your arm to stretch as they exit your spine down into your fingertips. Some people call that nerve flossing. Valuable stuff. And then either get a piece of furniture or a big block. Make sure your knee's comfortable. Maybe grab a blanket or a pillow. And I want to do the couch stretch. So you're going to place your knee probably a few inches up to 8 or 10 in front of your object. Place your foot over the side of it. And then try and kneel. You're going to feel a lot of intensity in the front of your hip. Try to squeeze your glute on that side. Press your hip forward a little bit and stay extremely upright. One thing you can do to make this a little bit more active stretch is to squeeze and release your glute on the side where your leg is stretching. If you're real quad dominant, you'll probably feel this in your quads first. If you're doing a good job, you'll start to feel it in your hip flexors too. Not a lot of great ways to stretch the quads. This is definitely one. And then we're going to set up our other leg and kneel the opposite way. Ooh, you might find that your hips are really different from one side to the other, and that's pretty normal. But the goal is always to find a balance through your work on your body. And don't forget to squeeze your glute. Great way to get some glute squeezes in there. Not a lot of ways to force a unilateral glute squeeze. That's probably good. Great job. All right. I want to work on our feet again. Feet are so important. We did this the other day. I'm going to do it again. I honestly do this one every single day. Holding your leg up high, leaning back ever so slightly to stabilize your balance, and use your toes as much as you can. And then we'll switch feet. Great. Okay, and then let's put our back to the wall. We're gonna walk our feet out 2.5, 3 feet. Plant your toes, outside edges of the feet are straight. Knees out to the side, toes pressed down. Round your hips under and press your lower back into the wall. Your shoulders will probably come forward a little bit, that's okay. And then keep your big toe on the ground. And roll your knees in and out a little bit. And then put your hands on the wall and push. Grab your pillow. Stand on your knees and place the pillow right between your feet. It's my favorite, most effective butt exercise. Make your knees a little extra wide. Make sure your pillow is along the entire inside of your foot, and press your big toe and your ankle into the pillow. You should feel it in your glutes. If you're not sure, try and round your hips under you a little bit more, and make sure you're pressing with your big toe as well as your ankle. It actually makes a huge difference. Using the long lever at the hip to trick your glutes into activating in a very even way without your conscious effort. I'm almost to 30. Usually like to do stuff for 20 or 30. Oh, that's good. And let's work on our hamstrings a little bit. Your hamstrings compensate for your glutes a lot. well, maybe not you, but a significant number of people. Try to keep your hips really stable and lift one foot and set it back down about 5 times. And then we'll do it on the other side. And one more round. One thing that can happen here is your pelvis can tilt anteriorly. You get that big curve in your lower back, you want to fight that to drive all the work into your hamstrings. Tell them what their job is. Okay, and then let's finish up. I want to do a big hinge hang, that's what I call it. Because you hang your hands on the wall, take a step back, push your hips back, and hinge at the hip and hang your upper body down towards the ground, opening your shoulders and your chest, trying to stick out your butt, creating a little bit of extension, stretching the hamstrings and the hips. Sweet. Hey, thanks so much for joining me for our posture in the morning today. I hope you have a great day and you feel great.